So in the summer of about 1972, we said goodbye to Utah for 3 long years. We had to leave behind our trusted friend and pet, Frosty. She was a Canadian Spitz, and I loved her dearly. My little 14-year-old heart could not bear to say goodbye to her. She was going to stay at our cousin's while we were gone. And since she was old when we left, I knew she wouldn't be there when I returned. My mother asked if I wanted to say goodbye. I stayed in the car and shook my head no. It was too much for me. Another layer of frost to protect my tender heart so I could not feel the pain. We landed in beautiful Oslo, Norway. I honestly felt that I was in a magical fairy tale land. I can see why Norway was chosen to be the principal setting for the movie Frozen. The cobblestone roads, the little stores that lined various streets, Vigelandsparken, a famous park in Oslo, the fjords, the pølsemelompa, Norwegian hot dogs, chocolate, chocolate, the tracks, the people. I fell in love with it all. It took me a long time to get my feet on the ground to study once I started school there. I was able to get to know my dad's family and my cousins as well as my aunts and uncles. I will say that I felt especially awkward around my older cousin Martin. When we were younger, my parents took us to Norway to meet the family. I met Martin when I was first 8 years old. He was older and handsome, and he colored with us in a coloring book. It's so curious to me that those same feelings of shyness prevail even now. Old programming, of course. I think I better clear that one out since I'm 57 years old now. Oh, my aunts, my father's sisters, were adorable when they got together. They did not live in the same city, so when they were together, they all spoke at once. They chatted and they had fun and they talked, and it was so fun to watch them and to get to know them. I went to 3 different schools when I was there: the Oslo American School, Ruselukka, and Persbråten. I'm going to tell a story now that relates very much with my topic here on this CD. My father wanted my sister and I to learn how to ski because he skied in his youth. So over Christmas one year, when I was about 15 years old, we got everything we needed to learn how to cross-country ski. On top of that, my father had found out about a ski camp and had bought tickets for Karen and I to attend. We went to a place called Spiterstolen. This place is nestled in the highest mountains of Norway, a hidden paradise, just like Arendelle in the movie Frozen. I guess you can tell I love the movie. We were supposed to learn how to ski as a prerequisite for this experience. My uncle Erik Sjøvall told my busy father that he would teach us to ski before we left. Guess what? Mother Nature forgot to snow. Forgot to snow, forgot to snow. Our family prayed. Finally, a few days before we were to leave, it snowed. God really does answer prayers. So with a couple quick lessons from my loving uncle, Karen and I headed to a week-long adventure, braving the highest mountains in Norway. The bus ride was very long. When we got out of the bus, I looked up. The sky was deep blue, and the gleaming white mountains stretched upwards toward the heavens. I was awestruck with the stark beauty. One of the days, we went skiing to a group of glaciers. I believe they were called Glaciers in Jotunheimen, When we took off our skis, we pushed them into the snow and climbed up a huge glacier with the help of ropes and glacier guides. What I want to mention specifically about this trip is what I saw. I saw a frozen mouse encapsulated within the glacier. There was ice above the mouse, and of course the large glacier behind it. A mouse got frozen in time, and more ice formed around it. How long had this frozen little creature, been there? It boggled my little 15-year-old mind. It could have been there for hundreds of years, and yet it lay there, frozen, in time, for all to see.